Welcome to this explainer. We're jumping straight into the electric energy and pure athletic brilliance of the 1994 FIFA World Cup. But look, we're not just rattling off stats today. We're going to experience this tournament through the authentic, raw, and honestly sometimes wonderfully chaotic broadcast commentary from back then. You know, when you strip away the polished documentaries and just listen to the raw audio of these matches, you get the unfiltered shock, the awe, and the sheer joy of commentators reacting in real time. It's those exact moments that literally defined football history. So let's crack open this action-packed time capsule. Oh, that's the greatest goal of the tournament. That right there, that's the exact level of sheer thrill we're exploring today. We get to experience these historic strikes exactly as the commentators called them, right as the ball hit the back of the net. No hindsight, just the raw emotion of a spectacular summer of soccer. Section 1. Shockwaves and dramatic upsets. Let's get right into it. You know, expectations rarely match reality on this stage. Take the heavily favored world champions, that seemingly unbreakable German squad. They were left completely stunned when Hwang, a sweeper of all people, broke from the defensive row to bring Korea back into the game in the very last minute of the first half. It's the ultimate World Cup narrative, right? The Giants looking totally unconvincing, while the underdogs strike right before the whistle to turn the entire stadium upside down. Now, if you're a soccer historian, hearing the raw broadcast audio might actually make you do a massive double take. Ronaldo has equalized for the United States. Yeah, you heard that right. It's this wildly garbled historical anomaly straight from the raw feed, where the frenetic pace of the game and overlapping global broadcasts just created this surreal commentary moment. We get to enjoy these weird alternate universe clutches, where Ronaldo is apparently scoring goals for Team USA. It just perfectly captures how unpolished and fast-paced live tournament broadcasting was in the 90s. But hey, the actual dramatic upsets were just as wild. The original commentary paints such a vivid picture here. You can hear the pure drama as the Mexican defense gets caught completely off guard, handing Norway an unbelievable last-minute victory. I mean, that was their first ever World Cup Finals win. And speaking of the U.S., you can just hear the delight in the commentator's voice as Ernie Stewart receives this clinical pass to put America 2 goals ahead of Colombia. The commentator points out that the Colombian defense was completely scrambled, just all at 6s and 7s, proving that even the most heavily favored squads were absolutely crumbling under the intense pressure of the '94 tournament. Section 2. Legends making tournament history. The absolute icons of the game came back with a serious vengeance. You can practically feel the goosebumps in the audio when the commentator shouts, "Diego Maradona is back." Maradona marked his massive return to international football not just by showing up, but by executing this stunning, unforgettable strike. You feel the electricity in the booth as the commentator realizes he's watching a master reclaim his throne. It was a massive reminder to the world exactly why he's one of the greatest to ever touch a football. But if we're talking about pure, unadulterated efficiency from a legend, 2 minutes. That is exactly how long the legendary Roger Milla had been on the pitch before he completely shifted the dynamic of the match. The commentator is just absolutely incredulous, noting that Cameroon badly needed a goal, so they bring on Milla, and literally within a couple of minutes, the ball is in the back of the net. Unbelievable. And that quick strike wasn't just a brilliant play. It was a massive piece of soccer history. Busting out his famous, iconic Old Wiggle celebration, Milla lit up World Cup '94 by officially becoming the oldest man ever to score in the World Cup finals. It's just this incredible testament to the enduring skill of a player who completely defied age and expectations right in front of the entire world. Moving on to Section 3, Power, Precision, and Acrobatics. The absolute arsenal of skills on display across these broadcasts was genuinely mind-blowing. Honestly, the commentators are practically running out of adjectives. First, you've got Jurgen Klinsmann pulling off a superb overhead kick that the broadcast rightly calls class-worthy of the world champions. Then you have Gheorghe Hagi using his, quote, gifted left foot to launch a fabulous curling goal that leaves the Colombian goalkeeper Cordova absolutely frozen, just caught completely cold on his line. And of course, Gabriel Batistuta delivering a strike that the announcer instantly crowns as one of the best of the tournament so far. These weren't just goals, folks. They were athletic masterpieces. But here's the thing. That magic was so often built on just gritty, unrelenting teamwork. It's not always about the final strike. It's about the build-up. The commentator really highlights how the tough little Thomas Brolin absorbed an absolute buffeting, just taking intense physical hits left and right, purely to maintain possession. He then manages to feed the ball over to Kenneth Anderson, leading to a beautifully fashioned goal and some truly excellent finishing for Sweden. And what's wild about this is that this immense physical effort resulted in the very first goal conceded by the Brazilians in the entire tournament. That is pure determination creating a historic breakthrough. And finally, Section 4, Unbelievable Solo Masterclasses. 118. Before the whistle even blew, the commentator made a specific point to highlight the incredible pedigree of Saudi Arabia's Majid Abdullah. This was a man who stepped onto the pitch that day already boasting 118 goals for his country. I mean, he was already a certified lethal weapon in front of the net. And to add to that massive tally, he delivered an absolutely spectacular 60-yard solo run. Breaking sharply, covering all that distance entirely on his own, the broadcast audio completely erupts. The commentator immediately brands it a wonderful piece of football and right there in the heat of the moment declares it the greatest goal of the tournament. It's exactly the kind of solo effort that leaves top-tier defenders in the dust and audiences totally speechless. We also witnessed just sheer, unstoppable physical dominance in these solo efforts. Amokachi plowing through. The broadcast perfectly captures the sheer power of Nigeria's Daniel Amokachi as he literally bulldozes his way right through the defense to score a splendid, cracking strike. The commentator points out that this run finished it now, securing Nigeria's victory and making absolutely certain of their place in the next phase. That wasn't just a goal, it was a pure statement of will. So as we wrap up this explainer on the raw, unfiltered highlights of the '94 tournament, I want to leave you with something to chew on the next time you sit down to watch a match. What truly burns a World Cup goal into your memory? Is it the sheer, unstoppable distance of a 60-yard solo run? The acrobatic precision of a flawless overhead kick? Or is it the chaotic, completely unexpected context of a massive upset screamed into a microphone by a frantic commentator? The absolute beauty of the World Cup is that it gives us all three. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into football history, and keep that question in mind for the next great tournament.